before I jump into the review, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all my videos. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys all survived the coronavirus or what's going on so far. So today we're going to go ahead and review one of the legacy lightsabers that I had someone pick up for me at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Before I jump into the lightsaber review though, I want to actually go over the lightsaber blade. I had some of these, or two of these picked up for me as well, and this is actually a 26-inch lightsaber blade. These are sold at Doc Ondor's Den of Antiquities. Now this is the small blade, 26-inch lightsaber, and this goes for $44.99. There's a 28-inch blade you get from Savi's Workshop, as well as a 30-inch blade you can also get from Doc Ondor's. I was actually kind of hoping to get two different sizes on them, but beggars can't be choosers. So let's go ahead and open this up real quick. Flip it around and open it up on this end, because I will say I've already opened it and played around a little bit with some of these lightsabers. So that's just a little plastic cap. The blades usually come in plastic wrap. However, again, I took mine out and I actually just keep mine stored in here. There's some lightsaber blade instructions. There's not too much to go over on this. You basically just push in and slide. It does point out one thing that I haven't seen anybody else really talk about. There are two grooves on here. I believe they call them keys. Yeah, they call them keys on here. A small key and a large key. And they're referring to these metal pieces. These silver pieces. So there's a large one and a small one, and they are very noticeable, so you shouldn't have any problem at all identifying which one they are. Now, those matter when you do go ahead and put them in the lightsaber, as I'll show. So other than that, it's just basically a tube. There's not much to really go on by that. So let's go ahead and open up the lightsaber. Now, from the logo, you can probably guess that this one is a Jedi one, and this one is Obi-Wan Kenobi's, featured in episode 1 and 2. Now again, I already opened this up and played with it a little bit, and I already took the stickers off, because normally they have warning stickers on here, as well as where to turn it on and off at. With Obi-Wan's, there's a switch here, where you can turn it on and off, and it won't do anything even with batteries in, unless a lightsaber's in the top here. I'm going to go ahead and open this up and put fresh batteries into it. So I've heard these legacy lightsabers can take either AA's or AAA's. It just depends on the model, as well as what I found out here. This is the battery compartment. Some of these have like a black sleeve around them you have to unscrew, which is this screw right here, and then the whole thing slides off, and then you can replace the batteries. Alright, so they come off just like that, and there are 3 batteries in there. Let's go ahead and take them out. And I'm going to replace them with 3 brand new Amazonian AAA's. Now, one thing when putting this back into the battery compartment, there is this notch right here. If you can kind of see, it makes a V. That matches up to inside the lightsaber. I'm not sure if you can see this too well. There's a V down there, and you can just slide that over. Screw the end back on, and we have fresh batteries. So here's Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber. I do want to point out that these lightsabers are beautiful. It's made of metal for the most part. I was kind of hoping for some rubberized grip here, but this is actually just plastic. In fact, anywhere you see black on this lightsaber, it is plastic. So this part's plastic, however, this part is metal. Same thing goes for the front. So this grip is actually made of plastic, the switch is plastic, as well as the black pieces up here. But they did get so much detail into this. I was actually trying to compare this to the movies, and I would go through and look at the movies and try and compare it, but they use so many different props in the movies. I think this is actually a good alternative, or very close to what they could do based off all the different models. So as you can see, there's a red button up here, which was always what stood out to me in the movies, was this red button for some reason. And I always thought this was on and off, and maybe it is, but they did put the on and off switch down here, which it does blend in nice that you wouldn't be able to really notice that unless they pointed it out. You could just easily flick it on and off. Do have a gold piece with some red in there, as well as this takes the cover tech. So if you have one of the holders, that just would go in, and this is the only piece that actually moves on it. So this will rotate around, so if you're, if it's being held like this piece, it can freely swing. These don't move, they don't push, they don't twist. Alright, so let's get a lightsaber blade in here. One thing I do want to point out too, that some other places didn't point out, there's occasionally kind of like a piece of plastic in here that pops right out, and this lets you put a lightsaber blade more freely into there. So you can see my finger goes a lot further in than just this little bit. And when you're putting the lightsaber blade in, this is where those keys come into play, and it's really hard to see, but there's a spot here and a spot on this side. One side is larger than the other, and that's where those silver keys come into play, these pieces. So the large one would go in the large slot, the small one in the small slot. And then when you put it in there, you do have to give it a twist. And to make sure you know it's in there, it will make a noise. Alright, so that one is in. I don't know if you guys heard that. Try it again. So that's it coming out. That's it going in. Now that's a very tight fit. I almost feel like I'm kind of breaking it. I want to go over real quick how light these lightsabers actually are. Now the batteries are in the back here, so it is a little bit back heavy, but for the most part this is very light. So let me go ahead and throw this up on a scale. And we are looking at 421 grams. I'll throw how many pounds that is down over the screen. But this is very, very light. And that actually, I'm happy with that because I feel like you have more control over it. If you're going to go ahead and do tricks, Okay, so let's go over the sound effects it makes. So with the fresh batteries in there, it's a lot louder than when I was playing with it fresh out of the box. But let's go ahead and listen to what it sounds like when you power it on. And powering it off. One more time. And off. I know I'm teasing everybody out there because I haven't showed the whole blade yet. But one thing I noticed right away is when you power this thing on, don't know if it's coming up on camera that well. There it goes. You can see where all the lights are at. Now, in the dark, I'm sure it might blend in a little bit better. We'll take a look, but I kind of don't like that, but it's more forgivable when you're looking at it with your actual eye. You can see it, but it kind of blends in. Now the part everybody can make fun of me at is when I get to turn the lightsaber on and twirl it around a little bit. But I've been looking forward to it, so I really don't care. Coming in here, if you can see, it does have some reaction if you hit it hard enough. Okay, the last thing I wanted to go over was actually this box. They all come in this kind of crate, and it's really nice. I do really like it. I wish there was more detail on it as far as different colors, because it's all just one molded piece of plastic. And there's no additional fine marks besides the logo. There's there could be weathering on this. I know there's people online that have done weathering. And if you guys want to see me do weathering, let me know down in the comment. And I can probably do a video up, or get a video up for everybody to show the weathering process. But if you open up the box, which is just simply pushing this logo and lifting up, this one doesn't close too great. It kind of gets caught. Inside you have this kind of piece of silk on here where the blade sits in. And other than that, this is a piece of plastic underneath that you can pull it right up, and then you can see some styrofoam blocks. What else we have in there is like the instructions, and I threw the stickers down in there, just kind of put them together. And that's about it with this. I mean, underneath it, it's very plain, but it doesn't really have to be anything fantastic. Now we put this back in. We just gotta make sure that the silk cloth doesn't get stuck in any of the hinges. So then the blade can just fit right back in there. And then, again, closing it up takes a little pressure. Just doesn't feel like it's the best fit for it, but it's not bad at all. Thank you so much for watching. Next week, we're actually going to review Ahsoka Tana's lightsabers. So there's 2 of them in that set, so it might be a little bit of a longer video. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day. Hi, Greg K here. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. It means the world to me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.